back. We breaking basketball. Time for poison. Yes, sir. Alright, here we go. Case numero uno. So what? No, I got it. That's true. Mogbo.
That's different.
Why are you bringing up ocean? Hey, might tune in for that one. Kiera, Kiera, Nightler. Expositos.
I don't even know who you guys are talking about.
Exactly. That's the joke. That's the funny part. What up, Jason? He says he's not the Jason Thompson from Rider University, former NBAer Jason Thompson. I don't believe him.
Kings.
Yeah, play for the Kings. I don't believe him. But, you know, we'll go with his side of the story. I think it's that Jason Thompson. And he's in our chat. He's laying low, and I can respect it. So I won't tell you you're wrong, but you're wrong. And it's okay. You can hide in plain sight here, sir. It's a safe place. Especially now, NBA money. They just make a roster, you 6 figures out. Easy.
Bro, I saw like what Aaron Gordon got.
Yeah.
He gets given like a contract that like
Yes.
I'm like,
You know how many people make more than Jordan?
okay. Oh, that, I mean, yeah.
And Magic?
I mean, it's just crazy because I remember when Kobe got that contract, I was like, damn, he's definitely worth it. And now you have
Alex Sarr on the Groove.
Aaron Gordon.
Groove. Supernova. Jason Tatum, 7 out of 25 on an infinite. Damn, man. Now we got the JTs. Whole lot's breaking no JTs. Now we got the JTs. Huh?
2-2.
Jonathan
I
Mongo.
didn't say OKC and
Kyle Filipowski, 58 out of 99.
They're winning game 4 for sure.
Left off of Zachary Risa Shea. Bobby Clinton on the auto. And Julius Irving, 71 out of 175 on the Lightning. John Collins, 57 out of 75 on the Sunburst. Liftoff, Paulo Banchero, 97 out of 99.
The cheapest one. People don't like it. I do.
Which one?
Orange exuberance.
I don't think I've had Irving since college.
That cannot possibly be true. I'm pretty sure I brought you one.
He ain't drinking.
I brought you both at least one.
I tried whatever one that I tried.
I think you may have gotten the mint, which that one's good too. I think I don't know, like they have like a new label.
I don't remember going and buying it Irving.
Yeah.
Look at you all highfalutin. You sounding all highfalutin back there.
Kind of mess with a couple of the recipes. The mint one's fire now. That might be the best one.
Rooting for KJ Simpson. Then, now, and forever. Brian Briggs. Hey, tell the boss people want some wrestling breaks. Boss, people want wrestling breaks. Brian said so. And that's the bottom line, because Brian Briggs said so.
Well, we get some wrestling product.
There we go.
Got wrestling product.
Preach.
So you just want old stuff, Brian? You just pull some old stuff out the
You
top?
gotta pay for the old stuff.
You just want to just...
If you want to pay for a photogenic case, yeah, VRS. We'll strip it.
Somebody asked for photogenic too.
Everything's expensive because they haven't released wrestling product in
Which is crazy
almost 6
because
months now.
the game is booming. They don't even talk about Topps Chrome like they used to on the live. Remember when they were talking about they used to do like entrances. They put their Chrome card on the screen. Yeah, that slowed down. That money got different. But yeah, all right, we're good. We're good. Yeah, there's only 200 cards that I thought in the set collect. So simple. Still a good break though. You got Trey Young again? Say less. Jalen Johnson, Trey Young's teammate. Harrison Ingram, Deron Holmes, the remix on the auto. IQ. Kawhi Leonard, 80 out of 99 on the Cosmic. Zach Edey. Left off. Wow. Okay. Don't. Also, Iguodala. Reed Shepard is a nice one. 149 out of 175.
I see no lie. I see no lie.
Isn't that what they call it?
Diati. Harrison Ingram. Hell yeah. 15 out of 99.
That's in particular.
Supernova. Braun on a fractal. Hamilton Connect and Domas.
What you doing, mate?
Called you Sabonis. You buy Topps Chrome? We did that. Appreciate you, Brian. Appreciate you. There you go. You got one. You got one surefire sell on the Topps Chrome break.
What about a case and you can purchase something?
You want to Percy a case there, BB? UNC alone. What are you talking about? Which one? Who's the UNC alone? Look at Dominique's. I can't be the only one that sees that.
Definitely passed through some zone. Didn't notice anything, so.
Alright, well, maybe I'm the only one that sees it. The auto's fine. It's the base.
Also, like,
Yeah, the face is gonna give it away. You could do select international. Any wrestling is good with me.
Oh, thanks, man.
Appreciate you, Brian.
Thank you.
Brian gonna hold us down, fam. He's gonna buy all the spots so we can fill that break. Keep the wrestling to yourself. That's crazy. Damn, Emperor, that's how you feel. Kyle Filipowski on the Galactic.
Did he retired?
Very nice. There's our caser.
2012.
Yeah.
Man, wasn't nobody paying attention to that bullshit. I'm tired. Don't nobody care. 14 out of 125 on a Neutron. Reed Shepard Supernova.
Come back to Kyle opened his gym.
Open his jibs. Is that what you said?
So he opened his gym.
Clay Tavius Thompson on the Fireworks. 44 out of 149.
He just opened his gym.
AJ Johnson. Revolutionary. Alex Sarr. Alex kind of
Nice.
killing it with the Casers. Last couple breaks. Lebron on the Fractal. LeBron James. Just so you guys know, these neutrons are a little tough to spot.
There's something in place where like it don't spill or the base card would be, right?
Yeah.
I think that one's hard to tell because it looks so much like base cards.
Yeah. But I'm saying like it'd be easy to spot if it was like in the spot of like where a hit is.
Exactly.
But it's
They're
still
all
a
random.
spot of like a base card. So that's what it's worth.
But we won't miss it. If you get a neutron, you will still get your neutron. If you don't see it on camera, we'll definitely see it off. We'll take care of it accordingly. So don't fret. Caught this one though. Reed Shepard, you didn't get away from me.
You on it?
Yeah, no auto.
There's never an auto when there's like a case hit.
Yeah. I think it was one time that.
The case hit is the hit.
We got Galactic and the Revolutionary.
Well, they've definitely upgraded from last year. I think it was like 2 autos per hit.
Yeah.
Back to them. autos per
It's
box.
15 boxes, so they're not there.
Look at that. You guys know what's up. You understand.
I'm all shocked myself. I didn't know I was wrong. This guy's weird.
Stop doing that. Kyle Filipowski?
Yeah.
What's weird about him?
You don't remember all that stuff about him at the draft with his girl?
No. I remember him getting trampled.
What?
He got trampled at the end of a. He lost to somebody.
He fell in that class because of people just thought he was weird.
Oh, I didn't see it. Michael Porter Jr.
Bang!
Nice little auto of MPJ. There's Zeke. Kyle Filipowski.
He and his girlfriend /fiance/wife were weird.
Slash what?
His wife, because like.
Oh, Jalen Tyson. 68 out of 75.
She was, talking to him when she was in her age.
Like Brittany Renner type stuff or what? She's getting divorced, by the way.
Who?
Brittany Renner.
She's gonna get divorced.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner's wife?
No, definitely not.
Two from what's his name? I don't even know. PJ.
65 out of 149. Fireworks and Nick Vooch. Yeah, she's gonna. Oh, Neutral in the Dirk. 45 out of 125. I synced it. 2 for 2, I think. Cam Spencer. We need a Matas. 130 out of 175. Matas Pozelis, little boozy vert. Yeah, she's Kevin Gates.
They're married?
Yeah. For like 50 days or something like that.
That's hilarious. Homie got cooked.
Yeah, man. Start a car motor up with my hands, my bare hand. I put my bare hands on the engine, on the battery, and I said, "Please start this battery," and it started. You remember that story you told?
No.
Where you said he pulled over to help a damsel in distress on the side of the road, and her car wouldn't start. And she asked, "You got jumper cable?" He said, "No, ma'am, I don't have no jumper cables, but I believe I can start this car." So he puts his hands on the battery.
We already own it.
He puts his hands on the battery, and he makes a declaration, and the car starts. That's what he said happened. Kevin Gates, bro. That's your man's. That's your man's. That was your jam, bro. That's your man's right there. That is your man. The cable is probably just loose. Hey, bro. Don't you go trying to bring logic into a good Kevin Gates story, friend. Don't you do it. Tayshaun Prince on auto. Hell yeah.
He just fought recently.
Bronny James, 21 out of 50. Nice hit.
I forgot who he fought.
Relevance. Stephon Castle on the lava. 10 out of 10.
Nice.
That's a banger. Yo, Stephon Castle was showing out some of these breaks. Some of these, don't do that. Please don't do that.
That's your guy, though, remember?
No.
You was like,
No, I don't. Neutron and Jalen Brown,
get
4
one
out of
center for the
125.
Lakers, their centers back to play for the Lakers today. You said DJ. Man, I ain't gonna lie.
All these. That's what I'm asking you. That's exactly what I'm asking you. All these falsified statements you're making right now. So far, I feel like I've caught all the neutrons. I've caught like 3 of them. But we'll catch them all. Promise you. This lava though. Yes, sir. So our Galactic was a rookie. Our Rebel was a rookie. And our Lava, also a rookie. And then there's Bronny James, who we also hit a card. Tayshaun Prince.
That's your guy.
Kyle Filipowski was a Galactic. This joint right here. Galactic. Kyle Filipowski. Duke boy. Young Dookie.
Best Duke player in the last 5 years.
Yeah, probably. Probably quite easily. Shut up.
Who else?
Shit. Jared McCain, who's in his class. Paulo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Lakers called up right now. Say, hey, we're going to AR-15. We'll give you Kyle Filipowski.
Deal.
They call up, say, we're on AR-15 and we'll give you Paulo Banchero.
Yeah.
Y'all think about it?
Yeah.
I don't like you right now. I don't like you right now.
He's 7 foot.
Paulo?
No, Kyle.
Kyle?
Kyle Filipowski.
So?
He's tall.
I wouldn't call him a bust. Like, Kyle showed up towards the end of the year last year. He did all right. He's in Utah, fam. There's space for everybody. There's space for everybody. Nah, we need somebody that can protect the rim and catch lobs, bro. We don't need we got Maxi Kleber for the stretch. Jonathan Mogbo, by request on the auto. Jared McCain, Devin Booker, MPJ, followed by Khalil Ware. Yes, sir. 15 out of 25 on the Infinite. Nice job there. Spider Mitchell on the Showstoppers. 17 out of 50. Nice 50 ball. Ferp Dog. There's a big cap. 127 on the 175 on the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. NBA's most hated legend.
Is it like warranted though?
Kareem? I don't know. I mean, he didn't like to do interviews. They didn't like his political stances. Things of that nature. I think for the time. 3 out of 60, Donovan Mitchell in the future frame. I think for the time, I guess I can understand the stance.
Did his peers like him?
Huh?
Did his peers like
Yeah, he was voted MVP like for a bunch of years in a row before they changed the rules.
Oh, that used to be a peer vote?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it used to be a peer vote. Used to be the players voted MVP. I think that's when he won the majority of his. When the players were
Hard to
voting.
argue, though.
That's why, like, yo, he be busting. He be killing us out there, fam. Yeah, that's my MVP right there. I hate playing against that dude. He be destroying us out there. AJ Johnson autos. Over under 4. We'll start the over under at 4. Private signings, specifically. I would love for this social media era to exist for some of our yesteryear legends. Melo's gonna 1v1 BZ next. I hope so. I hope they ink that deal. They sign that up. But I would love to see. No, so alright, so they made a point, right? I think it might have been, I forget who said it, but somebody had made a point about might have been KD, where he was talking about like how we look at some of our favorite players if they played in today's era with like social media and stuff. And it made me think about how, you know, we applaud Lawrence Joseph Bird for his greatness, and he has the rings and all that stuff. But if he'd have had a couple of those like duds that he had in the finals and clearly got outplayed, even though like they won the title, and like it was under the microscope of today's social media era, would we still revere him the way we do? Tristan Da Silva, Devin Booker, 172 out of 175. Even though I think
how bad was his performance?
He's had a couple like under 10-point games, 23 out of 50 on the cubic Khalil Ware. He's had like some 8-point, 9-point, like shot really bad, didn't do anything else, got carried by the squad type stuff. 95 out of 149 of fireworks. I think it was early on though. I think it might have been early in his
So
career.
like how LeBron was when he was with the Cavs, like early on.
Yeah, I think it's like Larry's second year or something like
I
that.
don't really count that shit against LeBron, so I don't know.
Giannis Antetokounmpo on a fractal. Liftoff, Kling Kong, 23 out of 50, Donovan Klingen on a liftoff.
Like, I think
Die
LeBron's
cut.
first finals gets a pass.
Ty Halley, 69 out of 99. I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say like one of his MVP years, he had like a stinker of a series or something like that.
I mean, I'm sure if they had that and they replayed it every day.
Yeah,
You know.
that's what I'm saying. Like the type of scrutiny.
Like imagine if they replayed LeBron's Mavs series every fucking day.
Yeah. Also wonder like if that works against Mike too. When like, all right, you couldn't get out the first, you couldn't get out the second. Like, how much scrutiny is
I don't
he here?
think it'll be as much just because of
How it ended?
what he's done, like what he did at the end.
Yeah. When he got there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, nobody talks about what you did when you didn't get there.
Right.
Like,
But
that's a very rare argument that.
But what I'm saying is like up to that point when we started, because we was looking at like we looked at Luka kind of crazy for a little bit because he wasn't making it out the first. We looked at, you know, just different players that they kind of put that moniker on. Is he ever gonna make it out the first round? Is he ever gonna do this? Now, obviously, he broke through the glass ceiling very easily. Jordan's agent said MJ would be 13-0 in the finals if he hopped around building super teams like LeBron did. And then 6-0 versus 3-8 is the next thing in the like. We went from Larry Bird,
Look at you started.
to Jordan v. LeBron.
You should just tell the crowd like Jordan's my GOAT. Okay, let me just get it off my chest.
Jordan has every excuse in the book as the next comment. Then the next is Jordan doesn't make excuses. That's the excuse king LeBron. Like, I don't know how. Ticket, is that you? Is that you, Ticket? Like, I don't know how we got here to excuses. I'm just saying social media. Kevin Durant, Larry Bird. Until we ended up. That's crazy. That's hilarious, man. No, he's not. In any shape, form, or fashion. Nope. Outside they're both athletic. Even then, levels. There's levels to this athleticism thing. We went in chronological order. That's crazy. I know, right? I just trying to do a regular basketball conversation. How about that Cooper flag, huh?
You should know every basketball conversation leads to this.
I don't know why it does though. Is this the only sport that happens in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would say so for sure.
I want to get in some hockey breaks when old boy breaks Gretzky's record and see if they do it there.
For sure.
Yeah, but he's no Wayne, bro. He's no Wayne. Cam Spencer, 69 out of 99. There's LeBron. Go ahead. Send your vitriol.
The issue is that in all other sports,
Yeah.
a lot of these debates of who's the greatest,
Jalen Johnson.
like they played in the same era. Like you can't bring up Peyton Manning being better than Tom Brady because they played in the same era. And,
Got you.
And Tom Brady won.
66 out of 99. Miles Bridges. He's like Tyler Hansbrough, except not as good as a college player. Cooper Flag will be a historic bust. 68 out of 99. He is like Tyler Hansbrough, but not as good as not as good of a college player. Crazy. That's wild. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Asua Thompson on the auto. We like that. Zach Edey. Tyler Harrell.
Like obviously, if Braun and Mike played in the same era, we wouldn't have this discussion because you could see. You know?
Yeah, I feel you.
But that's the problem is that they're both playing in two different eras.
Mavs were given the first round pick.
Shut it down.
Because MJ would have smoked him. I would love to see Mike play today. Not over here. I would love to see Mike play today. I would love Mike to play against the plethora of talent in the league. With the defensive rules being the way they are. With like island ball not being a thing. With help. I still think Mike would have been great because I mean he's Mike. But that triangle ain't working nowadays. They'd have to expand that out a little bit. They'd probably force him to play a little more, like force him out of the mid post for the offense. Like he'd probably have to create more until he sold the Hornets. Yeah, I'm not saying Mike not a dog, but you don't play the NBA one-on-one. We're not talking about running ones. It's 5-on-5. There's help defense that they didn't really utilize back when Mike played. Not to the extent that they can today. I would just like to see him in these environments. I want to see what he does. I want to see adjustments he makes. 107 out of 149. He's going to be effective as Michael Jordan. He's still one of the best fundamentally sound players ever. 75 out of 175. Anthony Edwards. But he'd have to change parts of his game. He'd have to expand it a little bit. You know, I think we might, somebody, I'm not saying it's going to happen often, but somebody, if they wanted to, and we're really trying to poke holes in Mike's game, would 1,000% pick apart some of his off-ball watching. Devin Carter on the auto, especially nowadays, if he's focused on kind of just being a roamer and just flying all over the floor, which he would be a defensive playmaker like he was in his time. But he get caught for a lot of ball watching too. There's plenty of clips where Mike was just kind of like, all right, I'm trying to make a play here and getting beat back door, pause if necessary. But somebody would make a highlight reel of that. Obviously, it wouldn't be indicative of like his entire defensive ability because Mike's one of the better on-ball defenders we ever seen. Also, somebody would find a way to poke holes in Mike's game. That's the point I was trying to get to begin with, was that overexposure of having all these different ways that way we can talk about players leads people to just find a way or find a reason to pick apart that player.
They go for like 600 each.
And I think Mike would be subjected to that too. I would just like to see how he would deal with that, is what I was trying to say.
Yo, raw card that you showed me was going to get a 5?
Nah, not yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, lava.
Ooh.
Lava stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's showing out. He's showing out.
Castle is kind of nice.
He's showing out.
It's a great one.
Yeah, not the boomy yet. Watch it be Castle again.
That'd be crazy.
Kind of night he's having.
Gold kaboom.
A gold kaboom Castle would be crazy.
Got some extra PSA.
I will say this. I don't see 6 straight going. Not nowadays. Actually, 3 straight. And then another 3 straight. I wouldn't say 6 straight. Like, yeah, got a whole live stream going, my G. What we talking about?
2 different platforms. They got
You know what I'm saying? Jay 90. That's crazy. What other never mind. I don't even want to speculate. Draymond Green, 43 out of 50 on the cubic. That's wow. My man just straight to the shenanigans, bro. Shenanigans. Devin Carter. Get your man. 131 out of 175. That's crazy. My man said. My man said PSA. 6 out of 99. Bronny James Jr. My man said PSA. Neutron and Victor Wembanyama. 26 out of 125. Hey, Jared McCain. 40 out of 100 on the impact auto.
very nice.
We were just talking about McCain.
He's so good. I love that kid so much.
Yeah, get well soon, kid. Get well soon.
Trade JoJo, get the keys to Maxey and McCain and whoever the hell they're going to draft. And like you said, like they're in the worst possible spot.
They are. They're in the worst possible spot, bro.
They can't do a whole lot.
Not if JoJo's still our guy.
Top talent.
If JoJo's still our guy, he's still our number 1. We can't really let Ace develop over there.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
That's fire.
Yeah, this is sick. I want to ride the record.
Was he good or okay?
What the? You know he was a Broncos too?
Who?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Who y'all talking about?
Was he on that? He was on that team. Wasn't he?
Nah, he was well.
No, right here.
I don't remember him playing with Vaughn.
Hey, look, I didn't even know why I graded this, and it turns out he had a crazy playoff. This dude went off.
Yeah.
This
He had a good second half of the season.
and you know those next day airs are really
Those
rare.
are so hard to gem too. Oh my god. I was wondering what
Embiid is out for a while.
Said so for 140.
I mean, that being the case, yeah, you probably take the flyer on Ace and just him, Ty Maxey, McCain. And probably get Oubre out of here and just see what you got with the youth. Try to put Ace in a couple spots so he can create, utilize some of his height and shooting abilities. See if he can develop some counters. You give him some reps with the ball in his hands and see if he can develop some counters. If he looks like a building block, then you flip a McCain or you flip a Maxey and see if you can find the right people to build around Ace if he looks like one of those. Speaking of one of those, private signings, Donovan Mitchell. Very nice hit there. Clay Tavius Thompson.
I swear you went
4 out of 99 on the Cosmic.
Super clean. Like, look at the clean.
Patrick Ewing on the Cosmic as well. 41 out of 99. Big Patty. Matas Buzelis, Ty Maxey.
They're gonna win a lot of games. Hey, this is a big one too. I didn't realize how much these go.
Nick Claxton on the Fractal. Showstoppers, Donovan Mitchell, 2 out of 50.
It's year 21 with the mag. That stuff will always sell. Silver is even selling too, man. That's crazy.
Ron Holland, lift off for John Morant.
Half the world is a collector.
Alex Sarr, Tim Duncan, and Zion Williamson. Xanos.
This is stuff I'm saying for my son. You got no box for me? Bro, come on, man. Let me have that no leg, bro. Come on, what I gotta do?
Whoa. Get you a me down.
You gonna have me carry it out like this, bro? Like, what kind of friend is this, man? I'm trying to get you up to your corner on the cell.
I drove and picked up the shit.
You were gonna do that anyway. Gas is free. I just drove up.
Wait a minute, hold up. You ain't.
Yeah, what about gas?
What you talking about gas?
What you talking about gas? See that car up front?
Yeah, what the fuck? Hold up. You know how hard it is to find the plug in?
You know, it'd be fire if Angel signed their car as me bounds. Yeah. If she signed a car as me bound, it would be hilarious. She's what?
She's booming. I'm gonna leave this for you, man.
You talking about the sound off the backboard?
This is, I'm gonna leave it right here on the thing.
All right. I appreciate you, bro. I need a
Ain't no
coaster.
grease in your life.
I need a coaster anyway.
You close to that, you going to hell.
My man said booming. That's crazy.
Some dude trying to, I sold a book of these already. Some dude trying to do something. You know that nine? That's what he said, I sold raw for $10.
Bro, I hate that.
Ease Missy on the auto.
Not the same.
Be like that. Tyler Hero.
The things that are
38 out of 175.
Have it encased. A big car like this is huge. And these the ones.
There's our AJ Johnson. Not the auto, but 63 out of 99. Still a good AJ.
This one I got it on.
You did good in her break.
That's this one. I got it on. This one.
Stephon Castle on the Fractal.
The blue. These are good. Yeah, these are good. This is the most expensive.
A Sewer.
These are good. All these are good.
You handle your cards with care, that's what I said.
Nick Toppich. Fireworks. Dominique Wilkins.
Commercial for you?
73 out of 149.
Look at this PNC. I just got back. Why rent for somebody else and they will handle it? It will stay at 10.
Supernova. Neutron. Anthony Edwards. 67 out of 125. Nice little black Jesus. Out of pocket. Clap, 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 clap. Out of pocket.
Oh my god.
Look at the revelation.
You crazy person, totally.
money. Who wouldn't come and visit? This guy might get hurt tomorrow. He's done. Or Bulls might get hurt. I don't know. What's the name? Bulls might get hurt.
Bulls might get hurt.
Bulls ain't going in. Bulls ain't going to come out with a whole story.
You're talking about
They didn't love him when you were young.
you don't get it. That's okay. You don't get it.
Give me another box, man. Stop acting like this to me.
Right there.
I
This thing is perfect.
Jalen Johnson, Cam Spencer, Kling Kong on the auto. There's Kyle Filipowski on the fractal.
How dare they still have City
Fireworks, a Spicy P, 11 out of 149.
Please go slow.
That's crazy.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, you gonna trade at 35?
Jamal Shedd, Desmond Bain on the fractal. Dylan Jones. Showstoppers. Nice Wemby.
Good first case.
43 out of 99. Second numbered Wemby card. Oh, the evening. Jalen Wells on the fractal. Supernova. Ron Holland and Nick Vooch.
Should be Kaboom last box, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oops.
Well, we got 3 more.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I can't see.
yeah, we got 3 more. 3 more boxes in case one.
You be safe, man. You be safe out there.
Yeah, man. In all aspects. I won't. I won't. I got a drink right here too, so we good.
She got a burger at McDonald's, man.
Congratulations. Milk it while you can.
You too, man. No, we're okay.
That's crazy. She got the me down meal.
Yeah, the toy is actually a broken backboard.
Yeah. Or like you gotta go back through the drive-thru and pick up what you left. they forget an item every time. You gotta come back through to get it. Oh, forgot 2 items this time. 2 me bounds. Like, don't bring nothing to the crib because you're just gonna leave it here anyway. I see you play ball.
Some of these are printed and cut so poorly.
Yeah, really bad. Really bad. Kyle Kuzma. Brandon Ingram. 39 out of 175. Keontae George. We got Castle, Adeem Bona. Lift off of Alex Sarr. This one is 3 out of 75 on the Sunburst. Shout out to the die cut of Alex Sarr.
I saw
52 out of 75, Patrick Ewing. Wardell on the fractal. Supernova of Cody. Hughes Missy. Dame, both fractals. Viati on the auto. Jamal Murray on the cubic. 31 out of 50. And D-Book.
Bro, I literally just say, go look up. Give me an offer.
He's serious.
Yeah. Raw did 1,600, so PSA 10, 3K.
Because he graded in the reads.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I think
He's French, bro. He's French. So it's okay. We give him a pass. We give him a pass on the auto.
I don't know. You gotta think about it. Yeah,
2 boxes left in case 1. I said 2 boxes left in case 1.
I think it's the last one.
Kaboom.
That's fine.
That's your prediction? Brian said I don't. It's crazy. Kaboom. Hard on.
I'm gonna call my shot. I think it's gonna be
Jalen Brunson kaboom?
I think so. I'm gonna call my shot. I could be wrong.
Brian is saying Trey Young, so we'll see. Left off of Matas Buzelis. Joel Embiid on the fireworks, 29 out of 149. There's Giannis on the fractal.
runs him.
I mean, you're a podcaster, brother. There's our kaboom, and it's not Jalen Brunson.
Damn it.
Bobby Clinton.
I tried.
Mikal Bridges, 58 out of 175.
John Bridges, welcome back to the Suns.
It's crazy. To get KD.
KD again.
Stephon Castle for the fractal. Trey Young at the end there. We'll show you the boom Shakalaka. Soon, Shakalaka. Hiding behind Shaq on the Legends. KJ Simpson kaboom, it is not. Let's relax. They better not give him a kaboom card. Alright, our kaboom eel. Tremetrius Ja
Nice.
Morant. Non-numbered. Still fire.
Isn't he presumed to throw a grenade in that card too?
I mean, it could be, depending on the
That'd be
angle.
sick. That's what they should lean into.
I mean, it's got kabooms on it, so.
Grenade kaboom.
Grenade kaboom of Ja Morant. It's
That's what I'm saying.
an explosive card. Tick, 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 boom.
You should just like
Is it time to
rocket launcher.
is it time to trade him?
Yeah. They should learn the lesson that New Orleans failed to learn. Just trade your top 2 2019 draft pick. It's okay.
What do you think that value is like?
Just give it up.
What do you think the value is?
I still think it should be pretty high.
Because they're going to send him back east. So who in the east has something, that Memphis might want for a
Not
job?
Miami, right? No way.
They're in the KD running, so
Miami
probably.
wouldn't give up like Hawkes and Jovic and the other picks they have. No, maybe Orlando?
It would cost them. It would cost at least Hero or Bam plus for
Maybe
John.
Orlando, you think? Like, hey, Cal, whether you're a big man.
Well, they moved Bam to the 4 and playing next to Khalil.
Put Bam and Jaren for a court?
I think they give that another year. Well, I thought Jaren wasn't resigning.
You give up Anthony Black, Jet Howard, a couple of picks.
They might have a decent shot. Jimmy Butler on the fractal. Ja and Paulo would be interesting. Cam Spencer, 15 out of 75 on the Sunburst. Supernova. Sunburst, 34 out of 75. Black Jesus! So what?
I don't think who else.
out of
Any East team.
yeah, I would just assume they go East
no,
because
I agree.
Ferp Dog,
Atlanta?
Supernova of Luca on the
What do they
Fractal.
do something like Trey for Ja?
What, Trey?
Yeah.
On a Neutron 96 out of 125, Devin Booker. Would you do that straight up?
I think
Jalen Suggs on the auto.
Atlanta would just say no.
That's a name.
Like, I think if you call, like, if you know, if there was a phone call between Atlanta and Memphis about, hey, you guys want to do a trade for Ja? I think Atlanta hangs up. Especially like this new super playmaking version of Trae Young.
He knew. That's his game.
I mean, he
It's
took
his
it up a
game.
notch for sure. Like,
Because
yeah,
people
yeah,
gotta-
double, yeah.
Because people can make buckets for him.
Yeah, so, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like that Atlanta team is like, it's solid, but like,
They-
Trey with like Desmond Bain on the wing and Jaren Jackson, like all these pieces, like.
If they keep that system, I wonder how he fits in said system.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think if you're Atlanta, you like, nah, we're cool with Trey.
Well,
Well,
look-
they finally get his value.
They're trying to get Trey out of there.
No, I don't think so.
He's on the
I don't
market.
understand like what he does for this team. He's not like capable of taking like 25 shots a game. Like I don't think that's what they're gonna do with him anymore. I think he's cool with that. No, look. Let's see if I'm talking on that.
Because I'm thinking they're going to build around big wings. Jalen, Zach.
Big wins.
Huh?
I mean,
Right.
He averaged 24 and 12
Yeah.
over a full season.
Yeah. Trey been one of those, man. He's one of the more shitting on guys for no reason in the league. Like, Trey's good. Trey Young's been good.
This is
You just-
the least amount of shots he's attempted. It's 18.1.
Yeah.
But it's the least amount he's attempted since 21, 22, 15.5, 20.9, 17.7, 20.3, 19, 18.7, 18.1. So if they're fine with him taking less shots, and he's kind of doing it too. But he's just building around these, like, we have these 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", athletic 3 and D guys. Like, he can take 15, 17 shots a game. If you're letting Jalen Johnson shoot more, you realize what you have with Dyson James. If you realize what you have with Lisa Shea, like, they're probably cool with just like, yeah, keep doing it. We're high in assists, like.
I think-
3-point shooting, it is weird. It's a little alarming, but I don't know. I feel like they know what they have and then he gets it. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Trey Young is the Adam Cole of the WWE.
That doesn't make
I don't. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to see.
that make Annie's.
Where are you going with this, Brian? Let me take me on this journey, sir. You hope there's some Giddy and Furpy ink in the next few cases. Are you Australian, Luke? Is that why you made the statement? Furp dog. Underappreciated, good worker, but not that guy. Good with the crowd. That's why he said that.
I think people hate Trey. I don't get it.
Outside Atlanta, yeah.
I think people hate Trey.
Outside Atlanta, yeah, for sure. See, look at me. I should have been a detective. Luke is Australian. I figured it out. Anybody asking for a Josh Giddey and Johnny Furphy auto, Australian as hell. I won't do the Aussie thing because that's rude from what I understand. I agree with the underappreciated part though. Like, people talk about Trey like he's not good, and that's astounding to me.
He's also still, he's been an all-star for the last 3 years.
Trey's what? Top. What would you say? 5 PGs in the league.
I mean, I'm biased. I don't think he's better than Jalen Brunson.
I would give Brunson a nod on that one.
Is it Brunson 4?
Brunson's over Howley. Brunson's over Howley. Brunson's over Howley.
I mean, that's still top 4.
44 out of 125 on a neutron for Franz Wagner. Franz!
Are we still giving Steph that respect? Is Steph a top 5 point guard still? Alright.
I would.
Top 5? Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it's probably either Steph or Trae Young, yeah? For that 5. It's not Dame anymore.
Trey better than Ty Maxey? 7 out of 149. Bam out of bio.
Yeah. But I think, still, I think right now.
Left off of Wemby. Trey better than Garland?
Yeah.
Okay. Antonio Reeves. Rudy Gobert on the auto. Kyle Filipowski and Asul.
Trae better than Kate Cunningham?
My preference is Cade, but if I'm being objectively sound about it, he might have the edge over Cade still. Just off of
starting your franchise, I think.
starting your franchise is going to be Cade because we've seen how far you can get with Trey, and I think him being short is the main issue with him. Trey's better than Ja, since we were just talking about Ja.
I think Trae's better than Ja, yeah. I didn't know there was some injuries, but he just looked at seeing how many free throws jobs and that he does not want to go to the rim anymore. That's the
He needed to tone that down though anyway. He needed to add the floater.
Yeah, but now it's almost non-existent, second half of the season.
Yeah, that's fine. What was he shoot from the line anyway? He's like I'm okay with him not doing that just because I don't want that type of wear and tear on. He's already going to be a problem longevity wise just because his game is so reliant on athleticism.
82%.
Okay.
Per hour.
Trey better than Ja's delusional, and Trey is overrated. This is the same gentleman who
has Trae Young. Emperor has Trae Young.
But he also said he's a
New York guy.
Yeah, he does have Trey Young in the break, and he's a New York guy though, so he did.
New York guy says Trae Young is shit.
Jaden Ivey
has Trae Young.
20 out of 27 out of
1
60.
plus 1 does not equal 2 for Emperor, it seems.
I don't like him, but we'll get him in the break though. Is Trey Young better than Scoot Henderson?
Come on.
I'm asking Emperor, bro. 42 out of 99, Bub Carrington. I'm asking Emperor. I want to see how far this goes. Healthy Trey or healthy LaMelo for a full 82. Ty Hero on the fireworks, 47 out of 149.
I'll take LaMelo.
He was the cheapest Kaboom chance for a reason, though. That's crazy. JT20, Jaylon Tyson on the auto. What? Oh, about him being undervalued? Yeah.
Undervalued. The dude averaged 24 and 12 in 76 games this year. That's crazy.
He's undervalued, bro. Undervalued.
He's not below. He's not below.
No. Very undervalued. Emperor's taking LaMelo. Trey got to find another spot to go. He got to find a spot where they win, so people can change their perspective on him. Hawks year with 140 again. All on Trae Young. Yep. Found the pack with the terrible quality control. Gotta be one in there. Y'all see it.
That's none of the hits.
Huh?
That's none of the hits are ever messed up.
Let's see.
It should happen in the first place, obviously, but
If there is a hit in here that has this flaw on it, we will send you guys the necessary information to rant and rave and be upset and raise hell and give Panini a piece of your mind. Spider Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, you guys see it. There'll be a few of these that have this type of issue with them. Kyle Filipowski, Chris Paul, Vika Zubac, very underrated himself. Pell Larson, Showstoppers, Luka Doncic, 35 out of 99 on the Cosmic. There's Bob Carrington, RJ Barrett, Karl Towns, Jalen Johnson. Jalen Suggs, get well soon. Suggs, somebody you trading? Saloon.
It just depends on what.
Around the rim, Reed Shepherd auto.
Around the rim?
1 out of 100 on the impact.
Around the rim?
For Reed, yeah, man. Reed around the rim.
I mean, the 3 ball technically goes around the rim. Yeah, I guess that's true. Around the rim?
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
If Jalen Suggs gets to be a guy like KD, then yeah, probably.
Okay.
But that means they have to, like, hey, Anthony Black, you're the one on this team now.
Yeah.
Does Orlando want to do that?
Yes.
I hope
Yes.
so. I think
Yes.
that he's awesome.
I think it's his time, for one. 2, with Paulo, with Franz, we can go through the growing pains of a active, I care a lot about the game, 6'7" defensive, but like he's going to. Anthony loves this, and he's going to play.
Winning,
yeah,
he's losing even more.
Competes like crazy. 6'7", defends. He's got a better. He's improved his jump shot. Yeah, I like Anthony Black a lot. He needs to start somewhere.
I love Anthony Black, KCP, potentially KD, Franz, and Paulo.
No.
Rocking with Isaac at the 5.
Yeah, Kentavious, sit down. Kentavious will be sitting down. Jonathan Isaac will be your 5. Paulo will be your 4. Franz will be your 3. So you got a 6'10" and above front line, and then your backcourt of 6'7" Anthony Black, and that's it. You might just move Franz down. Yeah, move Franz down.
KCP off the bench. Still potentially have Jet Howard. Probably not. If he's in that team, if
Jet?
for KD, probably trade Jet Howard.
Yeah, Jet. If they want him, Jet's out of here. I don't think so.
You have is it Newton or De Silva? I forget which Justin. I think it's De Silva, right? You have TDS off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, the East is
Paulo Banchero,
That's a pretty good team.
139 to 175. And we've talked about it before, but KD's the most scalable superstar in the league, so he'd be plug and play over there and be just fine. Fireworks, Patrick Ewing, 35 out of 149. Spicy P. Nikola Topic. Tyler Kolek. Irving Magic Johnson, Sr. Charles Barkley. Nice infinite 20 out of 25 on the round mound rebound. Darren Holmes on the auto, second one of the break for that gentleman. Crazy that KD gets no hate for ruining the NBA. KD has made every team that's been on worse. If he comes to the Knicks, I'll stop watching NBA. They'll miss you. They'll miss you for sure. They've been talking about that though. KD for Cat is kind of goofy. Cat better not be on the table for the KD trade. The big meow for Kevin Durant.
You don't like that?
No.
What?
Because KD's 87 years old, bro.
He's a dog, though.
That's cool. They had to put Yeller down, too. He a dog. Yo, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Who else is a dog?
You gotta trade a dog for the big meow. Who else?
Smush Parker, baby.
No, he's a ref. He's a ref, not a dog. You're confusing rough for ref. He's a ref. On the sidelines, reffing the game, yes. Half court to baseline. That's Mitch Parker. That's his game now. Half court to baseline, and he gets to watch.
I don't want to hear it.
And say, hey, don't do that.
Okay, when they say you want baseline, you mean another rim.
Yeah, I gotta make this call. Hold on. Supernova. Paul George on the fractal. Franz Wagner. Magic on the Legends. Keldon Johnson. Ty Maxey. Ferp Dog. There's our neutron. Nikola Jokic, 7 out of 125. Tracy McGrady. I mean, it's a family show, Emperor. I can't expand on that nickname. But you see the direction it's going. Dylan Jones. Joakim Noah on the auto. Yes, sir. Domantas Sabonis and Keldon Johnson. We don't need KG or we don't need KD. We don't need KG especially because he's retired. But if you don't need KD, I can understand that sentiment as well.
KG probably still play.
Huh? Did you see that run in Brooklyn? Did you see him in Minnesota? He can still talk crazy from the sidelines. Who was he talking to? The Eric Gordon he was talking to?
Hell no.
Hell no. That clip's hilarious, bro. Right, that is hilarious. Hey, yo, JR. JR. My bad, dog. My bad. Y'all done, young fella? Y'all done?
Fucking crazy, and you don't even have to guard it. God, that's so weird.
That is true, Brian. We did get you that KG auto that one time. We got a fire KG auto on our last basketball break. You gonna get paid.
It's my fault.
AJ Johnson, Josh Giddey.
It's
just like, why are you on here? Who gave you the right to be on here?
And Bryce McGowan's got on the card. That's always a like
That's what I'm like.
14 out of 50. John
I know
Stockton.
we have to fill the checklist. Base checklist, yeah.
Oh yeah. The Byron Scott, Anthony Peeler, MJ story. That is legendary. Sunburst 7 out of 75. Luka Doncic. That is pretty funny.
I'm still waiting for the set that has Smith Parker auto.
All right, keep waiting, bro. Just make sure you breathe while you do that. 115 out of 175. If you hold your breath, you know it's not going to end well.
Not for sure. Good Smith Parker spot.
I know. For $2.99. for $2.99. 7 out of 149. Karl Malone on the fireworks.
Congrats.
I like that story. I like the countdown story. Clean calling on the auto. Second one of the break for that gentleman. Get DeAndre Ayton smooth up out of there.
Clean call.
Clean call. I think we get to Zubac level. I think we get Zubac level with clean call. Just steady, good finisher, defensive stopper, underrated, borderline all-star.
Why are his shorts up this
See?
high?
You see?
Why?
You see it now, right? You see it now?
Where is this from?
It's disturbing. It's disturbing.
Especially when it's like there's no license.
It's-
so it looks like he's wearing like a romper.
It's all thigh, bro.
What are you doing here, man?
It's all thigh meat.
They couldn't pick a better card.
I told you, bro.
Brunson.
I told you, bro.
That's the captain.
It's all thigh meat right here.
Oh, man.
I told you, it's a bad photo. Like, they put bro in them tiny ass shorts.
I think his jersey is untucked because he doesn't like playing with his jersey.
Well, he usually wears the leggings underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't. So like if they remove the leggings, that's crazy.
God damn, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy.
Those two are the only active guys allowed.
Nah.
Active?
Hallie's got one.
What?
Yeah, young man in the 3. That's Hallie. He took like when JJ went to coaching, Hallie took over. So instead of old man 3, young man 3. Hallie podcast. You hear all the
You
voices.
told me a podcaster about to win an NBA
A
championship.
podcaster, that's what they're gonna say. Look, he lost in the finals to some podcasters, bro. SGA
What a situation.
ain't really like that. He lost to podcasters in the final, bro. 19 out of 75, Jonathan Kuminga. Cosmic with Alex Sarr, 50 out of 99. Cade Cunningham on a fractal. Cade.
I hope they don't trade Vandy.
Tyrese Maxey, 125 out of 125 on the Neutron. Tristan da Silva, no. And no Jamal Sheed either. Not like anything of substance. I think they're all base. Supernova, Reed Shepard.
That's your guy, right? Jamal Sheet.
Sheed. Donovan Clingan on an auto. Did we get a Da Silva auto? I thought that was last break. Lawrence Joseph Bird on the Legends. 32 out of 175. And Tyler Harrell. The Herald. So Donovan Clingan, Larry Bird, Tyler Hero all in a row.
I feel like I'd give Larry Bird buckets.
Of Gatorade to replenish his nutrients when he comes out of the game.
I mean, Larry probably likes a little bit of fried chicken.
Brian Briggs is correct. Tristan da Silva did have an auto. There it is.
You think I can make more threes than Larry Bird?
No.
get 30
I don't.
shots.
Huh?
He gets 10.
I said no.
30.
I said no. Does he know it's a competition?
Yeah.
Does he know he's shooting against you?
I think
No.
apparently, I think it's in his blood.
Yeah.
That's what he's competing.
Yeah, no. You don't.
Everything is always a competition with that guy.
Yeah, you don't get that. Yeah, Eves Missy got an auto earlier. Ginger. No problem, Michael. No. Emperor, you didn't miss a second kaboom. Yeah. Eves Missy got an auto. Kabooski. No problem. Let's keep it going.
Alright, Chris. Roll out that. How many free throws do you think you'd hit out of 10?
I was not able to start it.
Okay, roll that.
Out of bed, like 4.
4?
I'm a bad free throw shooter. I'm not good at basketball.
Which is crazy because you're a good pitcher.
I don't think that
I think
Huh?
rolling out of bed, I hit at least 7.
I'm just thinking for accuracy purposes.
I don't think it's that simple.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I think at least 7.
Pell Larson,
Like if
30 out of 99.
What about you, boys?
What's up?
Rolling out of bed, what do you think?
Free throws? 7 out of 10 at least. Kevin Durant. Nas Reed. Kaishan George.
This is for me to be bad too.
Kyrie on the fractal. Supernova.
You left him the rim, completely right of
There's your kaboom. We'll save that one. Chris Middleton on the fractal.
But it can't be easy in this set. Especially if they're like guaranteed to the base, it can't be that easy.
Lift off. Chet Holmgren on the fractal. Ferb Dog, Brunson, Supernova of KD. The aforementioned Kevin Durant. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson on the Lightning. 129 on the 175. Jalen Wells, highs our kaboom.
Probably haven't even like shot a basketball in
What's up?
at least 5 years.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's, I got to the courts very much, you know.
I think the last time I played was with Mike and
I played 1 year of organized basketball as a kid. That's kind of it. Like, I put it like on the playground or something like that, but
On the
I never
playground,
really played basketball. I was watching it.
All right,
I didn't really watch that much.
let's see who our kaboom is. You're guessing this is KJ Simpson? You would be inaccurate, sir. It is a Timberwolf of some sort. Rookie Timberwolf of some sort. Which means Robbie Bobby. Rob Dillingham on the kaboom. Dilly. R. Dilly. Nice. Rob Dillingham and John Morant are our 2 kabooms thus far.
Midwest, stand up.
Get active. You like Rayvon? Rayvon. TDE's latest rapper, signee. You said definitely not a fan?
No, definitely not that.
Oh.
I hate TV.
I'm about to say, like, what happened? What happened?
It went too far, bro. You went too far. That was my favorite.
I gotta check out that album. I heard it's pretty fire. I'll be honest, why does a guy like that get a kaboom? Because it's Rob Dillingham, bro.
Top 10.
Yeah, bro. It's Rob Dillingham.
6'6", man.
He'll probably get the keys next year, right? Unless they,
He had flashes too this season. Oh, he's not coming back.
huh? Do they want? He's 38. He's a big reason why they lost that. He's 38. 4.5 points a game. Yeah, he didn't get a lot of time, but Rob is talented though. I look at it like this: if they're not flipping jewels for, if they're not flipping jewels for that PG, like jewels for like Trey or something, if they're not flipping jewels for a point guard, they're probably gonna get the keys to Rob. He's gonna have to make some changes to his game, though. You can't take all the shots, brother. You see that dude over number 5? You see him? We want to get him the ball a lot. All right? So you have to figure this out, man. Playoff ball, brother. David Robinson on the Cosmic. And this one is 9 out of 99. KJ Simpson averaged 7.8, just so everybody knows, on a trash squad. 81 out of 125, Stephon Castle on the Showstoppers Neutron. Nikola Jokic on the Lightning, 111 out of 175. Who?
Why is Isaiah Collier looking at me like this?
Why is who?
Isaiah Collier.
Roblox?
He's giving me a look. I don't know if I like it.
Is he looking you square in the eyes? LaMelo Ball's 21 out of 50 on the Cosmic. Say what?
As square as he can be.
Square in the face. He's looking you square in the face, huh? Casey Wallace on the fractal. Tristan Da Silva, second auto of the break, just in case we didn't get one the first time, even though we did, but now we got 2.
What's best hit in the top 10 hockey?
KG, right?
What, the Castle? You know, we saw Shea Auto was nice. So you got a Sarda too, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Sarda 2, and then the Halley the 2.
That's a good break.
Yeah, that's a really good break. Rob Dillingham, Kentucky.
Smush Parker?
Fordham. Why is it the information that you choose to retain in your brain? You don't think that small piece of IQ
Could have went to somewhere else.
You have to remember where Smush Parker went to college.
My man said, damn, splitting atoms. Smush Parker.
Has a lot of knowledge, man.
Yeah, you could dump that. You know how much space my brain has?
What?
Not having to remember celebrities and TV shows and movies. So you decide to
you decided to waste it on Smush Parker?
Smush Parker went to college. It's your brain, man. You learn it all.
I'd rather you know where Jaws and Petrovich went to university. I'd rather you know how many cows Nikola Jokic has on his farm. In Colorado and Serbia. I'd rather you know that.
Sometimes you just one of them.
But that shouldn't be one of them one things to remember. Oh, the Silva's a buff.
Oh yeah, he was with Kobe.
Yeah, and he's way better right now. 79 out of 99 on the Cosmic for Chris Middleton. Washington Wizards legend, Chris Middleton. Jaren Jackson Jr., old Triple J, 111 out of 175. Rounded out his game really well this past season. Best player on that Grizzlies team. And is starting to lose his closeness. Reed Shepard. Fireworks 105 out of 149. LaMelo Ball on a fractal. There it is. There's one A.J. Johnson auto. There's our first one. We got an over-under of, I believe, 2. Is what Brian went with.
I gotta be here at 9.
So there's 1. Why do you live this way? Why do you do this to yourself?
What's my other option? You know.
To not?
You know.
To not? To not do it?
I don't do this for fun.
It's really easy. The answer is quite
Yeah.
blowing in the wind. But
To not do it. My man said, I need him. He's necessary. It was under 2.5. That was number 2. For autos, not just for A.J. Johnson cards in general. For autographs. I'm pretty sure it was the first auto. Let's review. Yeah, that was the first one. First A.J. Johnson auto. Spicy P. Anthony Simons. Ronnie James Jr. Antonio Riffs. 145 out of 175 on the Lightning. Lift off of Zach Edey. Dominique Wilkins on the Neutron. 70 out of 125. Jalen Suggs, second auto of the break for him. Jared Allen, feeling groovy. J-Dub, Dante, Cody Williams on the Fractal. Supernova Neutron of Ron Holland, 81 out of 125. I think I got it. Jules Randle, 55 out of 60, future frame. We'll see if his future frame is with the Timberwolves or if he's framed somewhere else. You running back with Jules or you trade him?
I think they figured out what to do with him second half of the season. Just for the sake of continuity, I think you can keep him.
Okay. To me, he is a Dolphin. Big flipper. Get him up out of here. Trade that motherfucker.
He'll always just be so inconsistent.
Which is why he got to fly. Yeah, I'm trading Jules. I'm getting that value for him. He definitely upped his stock a little bit, I think. Cam Johnson on the fractal.
And I knew how to do laundry. Probably my clothes were like the entire week.
David Robinson on the Legends. This is a 49 out of 99 Cosmic. Xanos, fractal liftoff.
My least favorite chore.
Miles Turner. Cam Christie. The aforementioned Cam Christie on the fractal. Tristan Newton. Supernova of Wardell.
I like his laundry.
Big Cat. Carl Anthony Towns. 3 out of 60 on the Big Meow.
Getting it all done. Putting it all away. And that's what I hate.
DK Net Splash.
I can get
Westside Connect Gang. Dalton Connect on the auto.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
You lost a sock, you said?
I'm gonna also
Hand scrubbing socks.
Oh.
That was a chore I had to do as a kid.
You gotta stop pissing people off, bro.
I've never pissed you off. I've lived under a roof that I didn't pay for.
That's pissing people off.
Oh,
Pull your weight.
That's your fault.
Pull your weight, bro. Scrub these socks, fam. Like, did they give you like a board? Or you kind of just like,
yeah.
oh,
I
okay.
never understood the purpose of that.
Scrubbing socks?
Like, I just throw my shit into the washer now.
It keeps you humble.
I guess. I mean, yeah. It works.
Teaches you humility. Humility and ingenuity. Because you'll always appreciate a good washing machine. And you're like, there's got to be an easy way to do this. My knuckles hurt.
I've been eating. I'm gonna ask my parents that sometime. Why'd you have me do this?
You know it's going to be. Sit down, son.
I don't think they do that shit.
No, they don't. They didn't even do that thing. They didn't even do that thing. They have machines for that.
You did that.
You were the
You were the
machine.
machine.
That's some wild shit.
You were the machine.
There's a guy right here.
Chad Holmgren, Dalton Connect. AR fitting, Austin Reeves, 175 out of 1, or 174 out of 175 on the Hillbilly Mamba.
Strictly for sentimental reasons. Oh, we don't get Austin.
Jason Tatum, 22 out of 60 on the future frame. A lot of future frames lately. There's Clean Calm,
Who's the better player, Austin Reeves or Caruso?
better player. Depends on what you need. Matas Buzelis, 36 out of 50. Matas!
Starting at Team Blue, you're out.
AR.
I think AR too, yeah.
Now, if I got what I need and I just need,
Yeah.
like, to add a piece, it's probably Caruso. Jacoby Walter, 52 out of 149 on the Fireworks. Anthony Edwards and Jared McCain will hide our redemption. Which year?
Jaden Ivey. Call my shut
Card 7.
Ulrich Kamochi.
J-A-D. Jaden Ivey. Good call, Chris.
Let's hope for the good guys.
All right. Settle down.
I knew that went so bad. Yeah, no, I knew that went so bad, brother.
Matas. We need a Matas. Little boozy vert. The #1 in Chicago next year. #1 in the Shy next year. Get Nick Vooch up out of there, trying to move up in the draftsies. You keep Giddy or you flip Giddy?
Only 140
Right now,
Yeah. Like if I'm Chicago,
I'm keeping Giddy for a season to see what he can do.
all right. You don't try to move up. Where's Chicago in the draft?
Like 11.
Yeah. You don't move up
Because they could have had, if they had lost the game
because of Giddy.
because of Giddy.
Yeah.
They would have done
Yeah. So
if they ended up with 2, they would have been that big win. But now if you live like a Giddy and you die like a Giddy, you're stuck with them for a year. I'm not stuck with them because like
they need a 5. So do you move up to 7? If you don't think Kaman's off the board by 7, do you move up?
depends on where they think Derek Queen's going.
You like Queen for that
If
team?
they think Derek Queen's the center, they'll probably go for it.
I mean, it's just Nick Vooch all over again. But a passer. And not the same shoe.
Is Derek Queen is he worse as a better defender than Vooch?
They'll have the same downfalls. They won't be good in space. They won't be rim protectors.
Yeah.
Derek will have to just be an effort guy. He'll have to be a timing and effort guy. But offensively, he's like it would be Joakim Noah without the defense.
Well, like that becomes to be a better shooter, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
You say Jokic now without classes?
without the defense.
So I just don't know like why you would want a vacation in Cleveland. Like you want to go to Cleveland in the summer?
Bradley Beal.
All time hater. Joakim Noah.
But look who his idol was though. He looked up to him and he got cussed out by him, so I just left him jaded. Keyshawn George, there we go, 42 out of 60 on the future frame.
KD.
Yeah. Now I'm a big fan of you, man. Shut the. KG talked to that man crazy. KG talked to him crazy. Get on my face with that. Pacome Diate on the auto. De'Aaron Fox. This is $7.99 on the Cosmic. Oh, question for you, and for the chat, even. What's up with your man Boogie?
That's crazy, man.
What's up with Boogie Cousins out here?
Which part?
All of it.
The most recent part is the craziest one to me.
Oh well, yeah.
Look.
The recent one is what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about like the
Since?
hand. Yeah, the scent with the hands, making a fan smell what's on his
Yeah.
hand.
Oh yeah.
That.
Yeah, the
I don't know,
second half of that.
That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But
What's
I'll say
up with
this.
your man Boogie Cousins though?
If you try to start an argument with me and I'm on the court and then you throw something at me,
Yeah.
I reserve every right to go up there and beat your ass.
Hey, I'm coming up.
Look,
I'm coming up.
if you throw something at me and
coming
you're
up.
paying spectating, yeah, you're
Hey, hope you got your 3D shades.
Yeah, man.
Coming right for you. Hope we got your 3D shades. It's about to be real close to person before
If
you.
you mess around, you're gonna find out. Like that's all it comes to. That stuff with the hands, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. If that is true, I can't really defend that.
Boogie is wild, fam. Boogie was wild. Suspended for the year. Go back to the States with that tomfoolery, sir. Go back to the mainland, my friend.
That's crazy. What? You crazy.
Yeah, Smush wouldn't have the gall. Smush wouldn't have the intestinal fortitude to do something of that nature. Yeah, Boogie was wild. Nick Vooch, the aforementioned Nick Vooch, 11 out of 149.
Is he the best player from SC the last like 15 years?
Nick Vooch?
I'm gonna think.
No.
Am I missing someone?
Evan Mobley, sir.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Cade Cunningham.
Young.
Because I was, I'm going through all these redrafts. I have to do these
DeMar
as part of the
DeMar
team, right?
DeRozan.
But that's like, is that 15 years ago?
2009.
I'm talking 2010. Because Vooch is what, like 20?
Yeah, you're right.
2011? Like,
10 out of 125. Austin Reeves.
And he was like, oh yeah, there's Nick Vucevic. But yeah, Evan Mobley makes a little
KD on a Friday. Yeah.
Mobley makes a little more sense. That's not bad.
And Yeko Kongu,
I'm not
depending
there
on
yet.
how you
Not in 2021
depending on how you feel about Kongu, he's out of SC.
I like
Kaishan George on the auto.
Vooch over Nyeka.
Yeah, right
But
now for sure.
I still can't believe that they have not given him the keys at 5.
Hey man,
Like,
Clint-
I know y'all like Clint Capella.
Clint
down there,
Capella.
but, like, that's Onyeka Okongwu is just Clint Capella, but better. I don't get it.
he's Clint Capelling, so we got to keep him out here.
I like Clint Capella, and I think if he's available as a backup 5 for the Lakers, we should go get him.
I wouldn't mind him
You should
starting.
maybe let Onyeka play the 5. I
would.
would get it.
Over Isaac?
Isaac Bonga don't play here no more,
Oh,
fam.
shit. He don't.
No,
Is he even playing in the States?
no,
Is he even on the G League team?
no. He's in Germany somewhere.
Damn.
So,
What is you doing, fam? What is you talking about?
I gotta look at the stats.
We should go get Boogie. We need that type of fire.
toughness.
Need that that fire and grit in LA. Like Boogie's like best case scenario for Derek Queen. Like if Queen completely,
That's pretty good.
that's like the best case scenario for him. I wouldn't be mad at it either, but I'm saying if Queen completely pans out, Boogie is about where it gets.
Okay. So the midway point is probably someone like Vooch. The ceiling is DeMarcus, and the floor is who, like, that kind of all-around offensive center, a little bit of passing, not knowing good defense. Who is that? That's like Derek Queen,
Like I said, Joakim Noah without the defense.
potentially.
Yeah.
I think it's like Tom.
Who? Who you talking about?
You Boogie for Derek Queen.
Oh yeah, at the very peak. Like if Derek completely maxes out sliders all the way up.
Since Boogie was like 6'10".
Yeah.
He's a good secondary ball handler.
Yeah. Sliders all the way up. Derek Queen is probably like in that mold where he's not gonna be necessarily a defensive stopper, but positionally he'll take charges. He'll rebound for you. He'll push the break. He can pass out of the short roll. He makes good decisions with the ball offensively. He'll be a hub like that type of way. Yeah. Galactic. Dennis Rodman.
Ooh, that's a sick one.
Big worm. Pause. On the last box.
How playable would Rodman be today?
I was just finna say that.
How playable was Rodman today?
I mean, if we got everything else, I'll leave him out there. If we have everything else, I don't mind Rodman out. Woo! Wemby on the feature frame. 53 out of 60. They are. They're pretty.
That's what Revolution looks like to me. Like that is like the color, the pattern, like that is Revolution.
If we have everything else, Rodman gets minutes. I feel the same way about like Ben Roth.
Can you start a guy who literally doesn't shoot?
We'd have to.
Because he's just that good defensively.
Because he's that good defensively, he's that good rebounder. 70 out of 99, Cody Williams.
Yeah, I think so too.
You'd have to because you can't bring that off the bench. 60 out of 175 because you would already be depleted offensively as is.
What's the most shots he ever took in a game and in a season? I think that's interesting.
Outside of Detroit, it's probably pretty low. It's not gonna be major numbers.
For a season, it can't be double digits, right?
No. For a season, no. It'll be more than that. You can get that off
His season high in attempts was 8.6. Year 2.
Yeah, Detroit.
5.1, 8.6, 6.5, 6, 6.8, 7.7, 6.9. San Antonio, 3.7, 4.9. The Chicago Bulls, 4.8, 5.2, 4.5. Lakers legend, 2.0.
Yeah.
Dallas, 2.6.
He fell right into once he got out of Detroit and he just bought into I'll just be this effort dude and all that.
What is Dennis Rodman doing taking a 3 a game? That's crazy.
In that
What
era,
are they doing in Detroit?
Hey, whatever the fuck I want to do. All right? Whatever I want
We
to
gotta
do.
stop talking so well about the Pistons.
Whatever I want to do.
I'm ready to have this conversation about the
He did whatever he wanted to do. I mean, when you're giving me 20 rebound games, you're locking up whoever we put you on, from like Shaq to Malone to Sean Kemp to, you know, a guard. Like Dennis would be a switchable defender now. He'd be a great athlete. He'd outwork everybody. He's not gonna make.
The most shots he ever had
And where was that?
Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Denver.
Outside of Detroit, how many? What's the high? When we start getting to like prime guys, Chicago,
I mean,
San Antonio
the
years.
top 20 scoring games are all.
Yeah, that's what we
You
should.
want to know what his career high in points is?
24. I
You
think
know
that's
what his
24.
career high in rebounds is?
Like 40 something.
34.
34.
His career high in points is the same as his career high in rebounds.
You got to put some spec on his name, bro. Rodman plays today. Rodman plays today.
So weird.
He plays today. He starts today. You just got to have everything else already. I mean, I hate to say it, but if you have everything else, you play him like Draymond.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Like he's grabbing the board, he's finding the guard, he's running, and he's locking up. Ben Wallace, though. This is the last case after. I think Ben, you could use too. You just have to short roll him. Like he'd have to be willing to finish above the rim, which I don't think he'd have a problem with. But you need at least near 10 a game from him.
There's a rule you gotta play in the league. Man, shut up.
I still think Sheed would be better though.
She would be crazy.
I still think Sheed would be fired today. What you talking about?
He was right.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah.
There's a roll.
Oh, Derek Finn. I get buckets, young blood. I used to get buckets, young blood. There's a role you gotta play in the league. Man, shut up. Shut up.
Man, shut up.
He said, I got to. He got Marcus on there now.
I saw that.
Yeah, they got Marcus on the pod now. Marcus T, he got his brother. He's on the pod now. You gotta watch now because he ain't on Indiana. He don't want them to win. And you know DJ is a host. He's Indiana to the dirt. So he like. Why is Marcus not a hater? No, Jeff's the hater.
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah. No, Marcus is Indiana all day too.
Marcus can't hate because he doesn't play with it.
He played a couple teams. That Jeff, there's a short where Jeff was talking about how he felt bad. So they're playing against Brooklyn, and Marcus is like getting real minutes, and he's playing against Jeff. And like a couple of his teammates was like, "Hey man, you gotta go at him. You gotta go at him." And Bud was like, "Man, stop playing. Like actually, give him the business." Yeah, he like bust his ass. So Jeff caught him in transition, hit him with a hezzy and a cross. He said, and I saw his feet. He was going down, bro. I felt bad. I felt bad, bro. He said, but I was laughing so hard when I did it, I smoked the layup. Because I know that was a little bro. He said, I ain't trying to dog little bro like that. Like, I ain't trying to embarrass him.
He might be the media goat. I don't know, man.
T?
He might be the one.
That's just crazy.
He's just so good at this.
We've
Yeah.
never heard him talk.
Exactly.
His entire career.
Like, I I remember hearing about it, like the whole thing about
AJ Mitchell.
the Olympic run was that like everyone realized that Charles Barkley is the man.
Sunburst, 49 out of 75.
Shaq, Charles, KG, like you can tell like some of these guys have a future in this. You have no idea what Jeff T.
Oh, my bad.
He's the guy.
Jamal Sheed, 106 out of 149. Nice hit there. They say that's what's going to happen with Kawhi, though. Like, personality-wise, he's finna be that.
I used to like guys like Chuck and Shaq and eventually Kawhi. Like
stars.
They're like top 30 players ever.
Yeah.
Jeff T was like a solid guy, but you would never.
92 out of 125. But that one, I think that makes it more likely, right? For him to just
Be a regular dude.
Baylor shot him in on the auto. Yeah. That perspective, that like, it's just funny hearing him and like him and Evan Turner. Like the Evan Turner episode was hilarious, bro.
That dude's the
That was hilarious. And they was talking about just being on the Celtics bench, watching Luka, knowing they wasn't finna play, and just marveling at Luka. Like, I'm telling you, man, he good, he good. Watch this. It's just funny, bro.
Oh, I know what the Celtics.
It's just hilarious, man. Like that's funny. It's relatable. That's what makes it hilarious. Because if you're, just playing rec ball, you know who good on the other teams. You just looking like, man, he about to kill us. Like, bro, ain't too much we can do about it. And they ain't talking like, man, if I was out there, no, you get, you be on skates too, friend. You struggle as well, and it's okay. It's okay.
It's
Been a good break though. We got the first two cases pretty solid. Got some good stuff in there. See if this third case does the same. Let's get lower than 10. We got a lava out in case one. Let me see if we can surpass that. Find out what this third kaboom is going to be. For the third boom. Jaden Ivey on the Galactic. There we go.
break for Jaden.
Yeah, it's been a solid break. So there's our third Galactic.
You know nothing about breaks.
That's crazy, sir. No, it was last season. It's fine. It's cold-blooded. Kyle Kuzma. 6 out of 10 on a lava. Not quite the lava we were looking for, but that's fine.
Love
Huh?
Kuzma.
You love Kuzma?
No, my old business partner, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a moron.
I mean, I've got, some not love, not even respect, but
Wardell
appreciate
on the
what he did,
Neutron.
you know?
108 out of 125.
Like, he was there. He contributed. He's a part of it.
My new business partner, I don't know who he is.
Look, as your friend and business partner, I can, put some love on Kyle Kuzma's name. Not too much, just some.
Kuzma had a great summer league. That's where
He helped get
that's where he peaked. He peaked in summer league.
helped
He
us-
peaked in summer league, bro.
He did better than some.
Let me ask you a question. What did he add to his game?
Finals.
66 out of 149, Anthony Simons. What did Kuzma add to his game that wasn't there that first summer league?
Can I tell you?
131 out of 175, Case and Wallace.
Hobby right now, in summer.
Alex Sarr, 57 out of 99 on the Cosmic.
On tap dancing.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm not even kidding.
Kuzma?
Yeah.
I'm not
He's
surprised.
going around this tap dance.
I'm not surprised. You gotta do something.
Lighter feet. Probably be, elusive.
Yeah, that's what's definitely gonna keep Giannis in Milwaukee. The guy you traded my second fiddle for is tap dancing off season. I'm about to Gregory Hines my ass right up off this squad. Thank you for this, GM. Appreciate you. Got me playing for Doc Rivers. Kyle Kuzma tap dancing. Damian Lillard can't keep his leg on straight. I'm out. Don't need this.
Bang.
He's a trooper, man.
You know what my second best player is right now? Brooke Lopez. I'm out.
Is he an expire?
I'm out. Huh? Brolo?
Is he an expire?
I don't know.
God.
I think so. Did they what?
Do they have any of their picks?
They traded AJ Johnson away for Kyle Kuzma. And Chris
Oh my
Middleton.
God, they have a pick shop with New Orleans next year, and New Orleans gets a better pick.
Yeah, man.
Oh God.
For the Bledsoe deal.
Let's go.
Bledsoe. Well, we don't know no more.
New Orleans will receive the Marcelo Wallace 2027 first round pick and Milwaukee Bucks first round pick. And Atlanta will receive the least favorable of those two picks. Jesus.
Yeah, it's for the Bledsoe holiday deal.
They
got-
got their own pick until 2031.
The
Oh
Bucks?
my God.
The Bucks.
They're so.
Giannis gotta go, fam. I keep telling you.
Dude, give him a favor, do yourselves a favor.
Yeah, get Giannis out of there.
Dude, fire. Oh my God.
Put him next to the alien. Take Dylan Harper and some futures
God.
and keep it pushing.
You know.
Trade him out west. You ain't gotta see him but 2 times a year. Get Dylan Harper.
Ooh,
Rebuild. Get up out of there.
God, brutal, bro.
Yeah. They not quite Phoenix bad, but they bad. Naj Reed on the fractal. Zach Eaton.
I honestly think it's worse than Phoenix.
Nah.
They're gonna trade KD and Booker for a lot of assets.
We got to see that happen first.
They've got-
58 out of
their
149.
only asset is Giannis.
Huh?
Their only asset is Giannis.
What do you think brings back? I mean, I got to see how that team moves, though. I would hope that KD and Book brings back a bigger yield than just Giannis by himself, but I got to see what they flip that for.
That hurts my soul. Just to look at.
Cole Fax Anthony on the levels auto. That's fire. I haven't seen that one before. That's Purdy, though.
My God.
Fax Anthony. Great 6-man, by the way. Shaq Dazzle. Back-to-back Orlando hits. 10 out of 99 on the Cosmic. And Bogdan Bogdanovic. Bog. And there's a Dean Boma. What happened? What Shaq performs better? Lakers Shaq or Orlando Shaq today? Like the slim down, more agile version, or just the big, brute, dominant version? Who performs better than
It'd
it?
be more fun to see Lakers Shaq.
Yeah. Bobby, it's Serbian chicken. Where you from? Slovenia? Slovenian chicken? Slav chicken?
Slovakia.
Slovakian chicken? Chicken with baguettes. If I play Rudy Gobert. Chicken sandwich. Chicken over baguettes. Yeah, see, I'd love to see Orlando shot today.
Yeah, but I think Orlando Shaq.
Like 7'1", 292. Still physical enough to move everybody. You got the agility. You got some of the open floor stuff. He would be filthy. And he was more willing to play defense. More willing to like rotate and meet people at the summit. Yeah, I want to see that shot in today's game. Nasty. Y'all here for all this time, bro. Y'all pick and choose. Y'all chime in. I've been asking questions all night. Oh, you just got here? All right. Fair enough. My bad. Stand down. Jalen Wells. Lawrence Joseph Bird. 99 out of 175 on the Lightning. Second Larry Bird hit. Oh, the break. Larry be crazy today, too. Bradley Beal. Zachary Reese-Shea on the Neutron. 17 out of 125. On the Riz. Laurie Markkinen. Where's he going to go? 55 out of 75 on the Sunburst. Markkinen. Depending on if they find somebody stupid, right? 83 out of 175 on the Lightning for Ryan Dunn. Need a SGA Kaboom. All right. Triple J. Lift off for Reese-Shea. No bars. AJ Mitchell on the auto. Deron Holmes on the groove. And Anthony Simons. Also trade bait. Get him up out of there. Pistons, hopefully. Laurie to the Pistons for who? I wouldn't be mad at it. I just don't know for who. Who do you give up? Who are you willing to give up?
What's that?
For Laurie Markkinen?
No, what's that?
I think so too. I think the spacing would be good. Are you willing to get rid of Beef Stew for Laurie Markkinen? Beef Stew and like something extra for Laurie? Hey Chris,
Yes, sir.
you giving away Beef Stew and assets for Laurie Markkinen?
Yeah.
I think so too. If Utah wants him.
They don't want to.
They don't want Beef Stew, but I don't know who else in Detroit.
Why would they want Beef Stew though?
And Utah, toughness.
Fighting ability.
John Collins is our goon. Beef Stew, heart and soul of the team. Can't trade him for a polar opposite in Markkinen.
Didn't John Collins get knocked out by Edwards?
I mean, but that one like off a fight though. Got knocked out trying to block a shot. Yeah. They would take picks every building. Do y'all have picks to like? Y'all got assets like that? I don't know if Detroit got assets like that. Do they? What about Ivy
You got speed?
in Detroit? All right. Yeah, but I'm not trading him for Laurie Markkinen. Not giving up a player of Laurie's caliber for Svi and Mikhailuk. Make no damn sense. No way you trade Ivy? Yeah, you coming off of something. It ain't gonna be Cade. It won't be Doran. I don't think you'd flip him either. Giannis Antetokounmpo on a fractal.
I don't think they would trade Ron Holland either.
Yeah, I'm wondering about Holland, yeah. Jonathan Mogbo, 30 out of 75. If you're getting Laurie Markkinen back, though, for that fit, I don't know.
Maybe for Jonathan Mogbo.
He's not on Detroit. Wardell, 47 out of 175. Stephon Castle on the fractal.
Laurie Markkinen.
Brandon Ingram, 9 out of 149. Supernova of LeBron James, 36 out of 75 on the Sunburst. LeBron James. Damn it. Diate, his third auto. Markkinen called a log jam over there, if you get him. Because they got B.I., they got Scotty, they got...
Again, but then to Masai doesn't matter.
That's true. It is Masai Ujiri.
Everyone's looking at... Someone like Quickly would probably go in that trade.
Quickly?
Yeah.
What is Utah looking for, though?
That's a great question,
yeah,
Paul. I wish I could answer that question.
That's the question.
God, I hate that.
Because they got...
It pissed me off
They got
so
what?
much.
They got Keontae, they got Isaiah. Like,
They got Cody Williams.
Cody
they got
Williams.
Walker Kessler.
I'm trying to think what position they be looking for to, like, fill.
Who knows?
Yeah. Because what are we building with over
They
in Utah?
still have Colin Sexton.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that is true.
what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know. We
They
got
got
a
a high pick in this class too.
They
I
let-
think they've got somebody else's pick as well.
They're letting JC walk, right?
Yeah.
Clarkson?
Could
He's
have
out of
traded
there.
him. Could have either JC, Collins, or Clarkson. They could have got somebody for either of those guys.
Yeah.
No, cool. God.
Yeah, I don't know.
God, I hate Danny.
Pistons going after Zion. What would you be willing to just let walk away for Zion Williamson out of Detroit? That becomes the question.
Other incentives.
Huh?
Give them other incentives.
Give him other not Detroit. I don't know, man. I don't know, like, because Zion should, talent-wise, should bring back a decent haul, right? But you're not giving up Cade. You're probably not giving up Ivy. It'll probably be dicey if you're talking about Durham. New Orleans not going to take a vet like Tobias Harris or Malik Beasley. They're not taking that for Zion. Yeah, I don't know. He can mentor Beef Stew on conditioning. That's crazy. Hey, man, Beef might punch the weight off him. Darren Holmes on the auto. Man, you got to get in shape, brother. You want to throw hands? Shaq Diesel. 11 out of 25. Like a free throw shooting numbers for Shaq there on the Infinite.
Get a lot of those.
Alex Sarr on the liftoff. This one is 30 out of 50 on a die cut liftoff. Baylor Shireman. Montas Buzelis. Got a fractal of Swipe of Fox. Little Boozy Bird. Hey, Showstoppers. The LeBron remix. Bronny James Jr. 43 out of 99. Showstoppers. Get the...
The Prince.
The what?
The Prince who would be promised.
Alright. Alright, let's relax. We need Stu Tobias and a first for Zion. And then that becomes, did we just give away all of that for somebody we don't know is going to be able to fulfill? Like, if Zion pans out, they underpaid. If he doesn't, you overpaid. Like, if he's doing the same thing he's been doing, you're kind of like, dude, we gave away
Ronnie will have a career like Gary Payton.
Junior? Gary Payton Jr.?
Junior, right?
Gary Payton Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
You
Okay.
gotta clarify.
Yeah, man, you gotta finish your statement.
Clarify that.
Gotta finish your statement, brother. You can't, don't just
I
leave.
thought it was no.
No, I mean,
No.
but we don't know you like people don't know you like that to know, because you say Kyle Lee, you say Smush Parker, like they don't know you. They don't know you playing. They don't know you playing. Gary Payton Jr.
Playing right now.
Okay.
GP2.
GP2. Not the glove. The mitten. Not the glove, the mitten. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Zion anywhere other than New Orleans, but it's really it's a dice roll. Depending on if you can get him right, if you can get Zion locked in and playing regular ball and in shape and focused, you got a top 15 to 20 player in the league probably, if not higher, if you can get him completely locked in. But you got Zion doing Zion things off the court. Son,
Get him in LA.
that's the last place. That's the last place. Jaylen Brown, 109 out of 149 on the front. You gonna put him right on the set? You gonna put him right there on the? You just pull up. He just pull up. He down the street from the. So this is where the magic happens, huh? Tyler Cohen.
Get him in LA, baby.
Ryan Dunn on the fractal.
He about to be a regular.
Yeah, man.
Barbecue.
Hey,
He about to
hey,
be at Tommy's every day.
hey. You put Zion in LA, he gonna have so many.
What do you mean Taco says open until 4 in the morning?
52 out of 75 Lloyd marketing.
Come on now.
Got a neutron to Reed Shepard, 34 out of 125. He gonna have a bunch. He gonna have a bunch of them J.R. Ryder games where he just sitting at the crib. Oh, we played tonight. I didn't know we played tonight. Little Boozy Vert on the auto. Matas Buzelis. Naj Reed and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. He don't play. He's embedded in his mattress.
I'm getting one of those nice loft apartments above the Central Market. Don't do that.
I'm buying stock in Trader Joe's.
You think it's a bad idea?
To bring him to LA to play basketball professionally? No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's crazy talk.
No.
All right. All right.
Thanks. You're right, I don't.
Matas Tristan Da Silva on his third auto. This time it's numbered 4 out of 25. Very nice. Nice hit for the Da Silva spot. Dirk Nowitzki on the Legends. The Big Meow on Fractal. Showstoppers of Ty Maxey. The Big Purr.
Oh my God.
Fractal of Anthony Edwards on the die cut. Stephon Castle, 28 out of 99 on the Cosmic.
Nice.
Alpy. Curious to see what Houston looks like next year. Fractal, D-Wade, Tristan Newton, liftoff of Ja, and Dame Lillard time. Time for the kaboom, people. Next box. Let's see if we get a kaboom going. Big booming.
I mean, we know that's not true. We saw one 101 before.
Out of here?
No. But it exists.
This is our boom box right here.
That one?
A Philly.
That's the one right there.
This is the boom box. Aggressive yet impressive. Thank you, sir.
Bum ass, like Evolve wrestlers not use that as their like tagline.
Oh, it's gonna go to Joshua Troy, I'm sure at some point. Franz Wagner, 40 out of 60.
can imagine that ball Peter Rosenberg saying something like that.
What? Why my fly stuff got to be associated with bums though? I'm low key offended. I feel like
Peter Rosenberg
he's throwing
stinks.
shots. Yeah, okay. You know, give him all the shots. Don't.
He stinks.
Yeah, but don't say he used my bars though, and say like he'll probably say that. You know, it's bum shit he said. It's hurtful. That's my point. Supernova, Bub Carrington. 40 out of 50. We got Reed Shepard and no kaboom. Jalen Suggs on the auto though. Did you hear? You heard about Jordan Grace and her online statement in regards to when worlds collide?
I didn't hear about Social Market.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you know they had the stereo Devil's Kiss with Lola Vice and Stephanie Riker,
Yeah.
and that went, I guess, viral. Like internet was in shambles over such ongoing. So Jordan Grace takes to the interwebs and says, maybe I should get a BBL. Like what? This is our last break for the night. It was a 3-case Revolution basketball break. We're on our 3rd case. All the spots have been paid for and filled, so we'll just run the break live for the folks so they can see what they got. But we'll have more breaks posted on our eBay page. We got some live ones right now. Your bank account breathes a sigh of relief. Well, hold on now. We got some more stuff posted for tomorrow. We be back. Don't exhale too much. Tristan Da Silva on the auto. Tyler Kolek. James Harden on the Neutron. 27 out of 125. Chet Holmgren. Jalen Wells. Fireworks. 139 out of 149. Groovy Jaylen Brown. Lift off of Anthony Davis. This one is 10 out of 25 on the Infinite. Nice little die cut hit for AD. Connect game. 104 out of 175 on a DK net splash. Showstoppers at Alex Sarr. Cosmic 85 out of 99. Jalen Suggs on the Fractal. Shaq Diesel. And Laurie and Shea. International Love. Sarr's had a good break, actually. Alex Sarr's been doing alright. Yeah, 4 autos of TDS is kind of crazy. We got 4 base autos, actually, of TDS. There's a 1 to 25 as well. So, just saying. If it was a team break, Orlando would be smoking things right now. Franz is 60. Tristan Da Silva got all the autos in the break. Shaq just got a numbered hit. Cole Anthony got the levels auto. Jalen Suggs got a couple autos. Pretty insane. What happened?
Nothing.
Alright.
Smile.
Alright. Whatever. Just bought one of these boxes. Was the impulsive buy. Not sure if I want to open it. Open it. You might get the kaboom. Open it. You bought it. It's yours. Rip it open. How much I spend for the box? I just break. I'm just a lowly breaker, my friend. 220. All right. Oh, you're talking about best collectibles. Got you. Kobe White. Black Jesus. Anthony Edwards on the lift off. 42 out of 75. Nice little sunburst. Followed by Julius Erving. Also jumped high. 69 out of 175 on the Jules Erving. AJ Johnson. This one is a Neutron. 25 out of 125. Nice hit for AJ. Embiid Supernova Fractal of Wardell. Tristan da Silva. There's our AJ Auto. That's the second one. Called it. 2 AJ Autos. Cam Thomas on the Fractal. Rob Dillingham. This is non-neutron. Kyrie Irving on the Cosmic. 87 out of 99. Scutavius, Bronny, Clyde, Dante DiVincenzo, 85 out of 175, and Brandon Miller. Dante DiVincenzo. I'd like him as a Laker. Get Gabe Vincent a buck up out of here. They do the same thing. Dante just does it a lot better. He's taller, more confident with his jump shot, better defender. Actually plays the point better than Gabe Vincent, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd rather have Dante DiVincenzo.
But he'd be an NBA champion, though.
So what?
He's the NBA champion.
Is Gabe Vincent? No? When was he an NBA champion?
I thought he was a champion with the Heat.
When the Heat won.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, what you talking about? He made it to the finals.
Oh, okay. That's how he got paid.
Yeah, he made it to the finals. He ain't win nothing. Dante DiVincenzo. Huh?
Clyde.
They Kawhi always look old?
Clyde.
Clyde Drexler?
Clyde,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is like...
It wasn't quite, he didn't have like that beachy hairline, but Clyde kind of, you know, he was follicularly challenged for a while. He had early follicle betrayal.
They got his sister on here. Like, is this like Clyde?
What up, Kendrick? When the wrestling breaks coming back, lots to catch up on. Yeah, man, when they put some product out for us to put out here, bro, we be back. We be back. You know what? Your man might have been on to something. Maybe that's where we start the engagement with our wrestling community. Just so we can have some chatter. Clyde the Glide had that crazy jump shot. He did that leg kick. He had an ugly jump shot. Like, Clyde did a lot of good things. Like, a good passer, good rebounder, solid defender, and scored buckets, athlete, obviously. But my man dribbled with his palm. Only went one hand. Just look wild out there trying to handle the rock.
How good is he today?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, bro. If we get him, I look at it like this. If Jaylen Brown can get away with one hand tied behind his back, I think Clyde Drexler can get away with one hand tied behind his back. Stephon Castle. 47 out of... No, I'd be better than that. We're not going to disrespect.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm saying. He'd be better in Middleton. Clyde can hoop. Like, Clyde's a baller.
Better than Paul George.
Like what we want. He'd be at the tier we want Paul George to be at, yeah. 104 out of 175.
Wow, so he'd be better than Paul George.
Yeah. No, Clyde's a hooper, bro. He just got an ugly game. Rudy Gobert. But, I mean, you know, the guy that's Mr. Clutch in the finals has an ugly game. So, nah, Clyde's effective. Clyde does a lot of things well on the floor. If we put him on spots on the floor where he doesn't have to create in so much space, then I think he'd be more effective. Like, if we put him in spots where we don't have to test that handle so much, I think we'd be good. Yeah, he'd be better than Paul George. He'd be better than PG. He wouldn't be as aesthetically pleasing, but he'd be better. Yeah. Yeah. Clyde did a lot of things really well. No. Like I said, I think if we're talking, if we put him as a number 2, like in a Jaylen Brown type of situation, I wouldn't say he's better than Ant. I don't think he'd be better than Ant today. Jordan hated playing him. That means something. Somehow we find a way to either. Nah, this is JMB. I will not do this thing.
Come on.
Kendrick, Gagne wants to know how you feel about Chief J Strongbow. I don't know why. I don't know where this is going. But we're along for the ride. We'll see. Shaq, followed by Shaq on the fireworks. 93 out of 149. Oh, James. What's up, James? Fractal of D-Book. Bobby Clinton. Keontae George, one of those Utah guards on the auto. Nick Vooch on the Fractal. Cam Christie. Neutron of Jalen Duren, 74 out of 125. Austin Reeves. Clean Kong, 90 out of 99 on the Cosmic. Donovan Clean is having a good break, by the way. AJ Mitchell on the Fractal. Draymond, Naj Reed, Matas, Cam Spencer, Groovy, Alfie, and Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson might be on that block. Might be a movable asset. If it means you get a Greek player, you'll go with Tatanka or Wahoo McDaniel first. Only got one card of the Chief, and that's the 25. There you go. There's your answer.
Okay. So you respect him though?
Yeah, we break football. Breaks it.
Make sure to select football tomorrow.
Yeah, we're breaking it. Wait, how much?
3 cases of select football, 36 boxes total.
There you go. 3 case break tomorrow.
Ship.
Everything ships. Player break. Go to our eBay page. Breaks and Takes.
Spots in that break.
Also, breaksandtakes.com. Breaks the letter N. Takes.com. You can join our page there. Text join to the phone number on the home screen. They'll send you a set of instructions. You follow those instructions, and there'll be a list of communities you can choose from: football, basketball, baseball, pro wrestling, hockey. We've done Disney, Star Wars, NASCAR. We do everything, bro.
Soccer.
Breaks and take and soccer. Get ready for the World Cup and all that good stuff. Breaksandtakes.com. So breaks, the letter N, takes.com. And also, joining will get you first dibs on some of these spots as well. So, it's a good move. But yeah, we're doing football tomorrow. We got a football break posted, so you can go put your bids in on players there. What year is it? This year?
2024?
20, yeah. So this year's class. Good times. And that will be with our guy, the CB Diamond Hands back here. He pulls fire. You do baseball, football, and basketball? Well, so do we. Welcome home. Two more boxes left. Still no Kaboom. Kaboom en route, though. Jalen Suggs, Jalen Wells, Jared McCain. So we broke the Jalen train. Liftoff of Victor Wembanyama, 1/99 on the Cosmic. That's still die cut. I'm Wemby, damn it. It's Kareem. I want to see Kareem today. Kareem would be fire. Yves Messi on an auto. Charles Barkley, 21/99. Said Will Shipley should hit 2 to 3 autos. Brian calling the shot. Jordan Poole. Tristan Da Silva, Supernova of Nikola Jokic on the fractal. Steve Nash. Hemi Butler on the fractal. Supernova, Reed Shepard. Tristan Newton. Domantas Sabonis, 24/60 on a future frame. Rasheed Wallace would be filthy today. We had a discussion, these once a break when it comes to basketball. We pulled a Sheed Gold auto in our last basketball break earlier tonight. Sheed would be incredible today. Like, today's game is built for Sheed. 6'10", switchable defender, stretch 5, stretch 4, whichever one you want him to be. Sheed would be a dog today. Good passer, high IQ. She'd be one of the best fours in the league. She today is probably, I don't think he's a rim protector in terms of just like shot blocking, but if we exchange the rim protecting for the rebounding, I'd probably say she is Jared Jackson or somewhere along those lines. Jared Jackson obviously a better shot blocker by like a lot, but she really good rebounder, which some Jaren doesn't do. They both stretch it. She can put the ball on the floor. He can dribble, get to the basket. Yeah, she is Triple J today. Something along those lines. Glad he was getting R-Truth in those breaks when he was cold. His car's selling like crazy now. That's right, Kedrick. Stay the course. Ron Killings. The 04 Pistons will be a nasty team in today's game. Rip coming off curls. Bouncy with the 3 ball. She with the 3 ball. They spread it out. Tayshaun was solid 3-point shooter. They have 2 or 3 ball handlers in their lineup. And then Ben Wallace would be the only thing they'd have to hide. They'd have to find a way to use him offensively. Probably just as a diver, roller, get his buckets off the mud, obviously, off putback. You have to be willing to attack the basket and catch lobs, though. We were talking about that earlier, how Ben translates, how Rodman translates today. But Ben would have to be willing to catch those lobs. We got a calligraphy auto. We'll save, never mind, I was going to save it, but I showed it. John Morant on the calligraphy.
Hey.
Tremitius John Morant. Isaiah Collier. 91 out of 175 on the Lightning. Baylor Shireman. Tristan Da Silva. What another hit. Jordan Poole. 129 out of 149 on the Fireworks. Stephon Castle. 6 out of 25 on the Infinite. Castle's having a break. Clean Kong, Christopher Paul on the fractal. Tyler Smith. Gary Payton, Sr. 17 out of 99 on the Cosmic. LeBron James on the fractal. Drew, Supernova above, and Anthony Simons. It says Ja, J.A. What you mean, what's the signature? He out here in these streets, fam. He can't be taking time to sign cards. Yeah, he don't write his name on nothing.
So in a redraft, are you taking Ja over Zion?
Probably.
Damn.
We're getting to that point.
Yeah.
We're getting to that point.
I'm with you.
We're getting to that point to where we got to just forego the talent and say, you just not going to get right, bro. Mr. can't get right. So we're going to get a kaboom in the last box. Yay! Big boomskis. Question is, who goes third?
I mean, do you take Halliburton over Ja?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he goes 1?
Halliburton's not that class.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm talking about.
The top two players are still Ja and Zion. It's just, at what point does that talent not matter, and we start looking at the Garlands and the Hunters and the Heroes. Hallie's with Melo and Anthony. Hallie's 2.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
At this point. I still think LaMelo has a higher ceiling. I don't know if that's true anymore.
Melo's definitely more talented. And he probably, I just don't know if he carries you to where Hallie's carrying you to. Melo's more talented though. Melo might be arguably the most talented kid in that class. But Hallie, you definitely go Hallie over Melo, I think. Bobby Clinton. Bogdanovich, 138 out of 149 on the fireworks.
I mean, I was looking at Hallie's 22-23 season, and he's like literally exactly what I want from my point guard.
KJ Simpson on the fractal.
20 and 10 with 40% from 3. Like,
David Robinson.
that's perfect. I don't know.
Rob Dillingham. Kyle Filipowski on Future Frame, 24 out of 60. Nikola Topic, 4 out of 99 on the Cosmic. Our Kaboom is right there, so we'll go ahead and hide that. Actually, we'll get there when we get there. Victor Wembanyama on the Groove, Supernova of KD, Desmond Bain, James Harden. Charles Barkley has our Kaboom behind him, so we'll go Brandon Ingram. We will go Desmond Bain on the Fractal. 2 cards left, Charles Barkley and our Kaboom. Another rookie. What other rookie in Kaboom do we care about? Can we get a team maybe without giving up a... It's not him, I don't think. Ha! Bronny James Jr. on the Kaboom. Alright, boom. Did we just like slowly descend? All right, we started with Ja, then we went to Dillingham,
would be promised.
and then we go Bronny James. That's fine. That's fine.
King of the South Bay.
King of the South Bay is crazy. King of the South Bay is crazy.
Come on, man.
He's a defender, like, because he plays for the defenders, not like he's an NBA defender. He's like a G League defender. He plays for the defenders. He had a good G League season, man. Don't do that. Not too much. Not too much. Not too much on Junior.
I like Bronny.
I'm talking about the chat, fam.
I like Bronny.
Not too much on our guy, Bronny. All right. That's the break. No cap recap coming up. Right now.
19-year-old 55th overall.
Say Bryce is going to be better.
Almost died the year before.
We hope. We hope Bryce will be better. We'll see what he looks like at Zona. Is Bryce number 1 in Zona? Who else is on that squad?
Gilson.
Yeah, you gotta.
Those kids way better.
Yeah, not if you're not awake.
No, he's good now.
Oh, he's good. He's back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Those kids gonna be good.
I thought he went to.
Like, he'll be a bucket.
I thought he picked a different school. But if he went to Zona, that's cool.
I thought he was staying in California.
Yeah, I thought he went to. I thought he picked SC
Oh, did he? No.
or something in Cali. I don't think he picked Zona, but
Oh,
which-
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
yeah, I think he picked another school.
yeah, you picked this, I think.
All right, to 175. Isaiah Collier. Speaking of SC,
Those kids like the only kid that's
Cam
taller than
Spencer.
his dad.
Jules Irvin, Dante DiVincenzo, Dalton Connect,
Everybody else.
Steph Curry, Larry Bird, Ryan Dunn, Kason Wallace, RJ Barrett, Austin Reeves, Antonio Reeves, Jaren Jackson Jr., Nikola Jokic, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Paulo Banchero, Mikal Bridges, Brandon Ingram, Tyler Hero, Devin Carter, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Kareem, Matas Buzelis, Reed Shepard, and Dr. J, Julius Irving.
Tomorrow you will.
Tomorrow I won't be.
To 149, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Jordan Poole, Shaquille O'Neal, Jalen Wells, Jalen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Adeem Bona, Anthony Simons, Jamal Shedd, Nikola Vucevic, Jacoby Walter, Reed Shepard, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Joel Embiid, Pascal Siakam, Dominique Wilkins, Draymond Green, Bub Carrington, Nikola Vucevic, and Klay Thompson. To 125, Jalen Duren, AJ Johnson, James Harden, Reed Shepard, Zachary Reese-Shea, Steph Curry, Mikal Bridges, Austin Reeves, Ron Holland, Dominique Wilkins, Stephon Castle, Tyrese Maxey, Nikola Jokic, Franz Wagner, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Victor Wembanyama, Jalen Brown, Dirk Nowitzki, and Reed Shepard on the Supernova. If there's more neutrons that head out on us, we will find them. Don't you worry. I think we did a decent job of catching them all, though. To 1 hundo, these are autos, Reed Shepard and Jarrett McCain. Hundos, speaking of autos, non-numbered type. Calligraphy of John Morant, Yves Messi, come here, Keontae George, Rudy Gobert, AJ Johnson, Tristan Da Silva, Jalen Suggs, Matas Buzelis, Darren Holmes, Coleman Diate, AJ Mitchell, the Levels auto of Cole Anthony, that's fire. Baylor Shireman, Kaishan George, Bacoman Diate, Redemption of Jaden Ivey, Dalton Connect, Jalen Suggs, AJ Johnson, Tristan Da Silva. Donovan Clingan, Joakim Noah, Deron Holmes, Jalen Tyson, Rudy Gobert, Jalen Suggs, Bacoman Diate, Donovan Clingan again, Yves Messi, private signings of Spider, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Carter, Asur Thompson, Tristan Da Silva, Jonathan Mogbo, Tayshaun Prince, Michael Porter Jr., Deron Holmes, and Bobby Clinton. I like Clinton, actually. Get him some minutes. 299. Nikola Topic, Gary Payton, Charles Barkley, Wemby on the liftoff die cut, Donovan Clingan, Kyrie Irving, Alex Sarr, Stephon Castle, Bronny James, Shaq Diesel, Alex Sarr, Cody Williams, De'Aaron Fox, David Robinson, Chris Midrange Middleton. All right, Brian, appreciate you, bro. David Robinson, Pell Larson, Alex Sarr, Luka Doncic, Bub Carrington, Victor Wembanyama, AJ Johnson, Klay Thompson, Patrick Ewing, Bronny James, Cam Spencer, Donovan Mitchell, Miles Bridges, Tyrese Halliburton, Kawhi Leonard, Harrison Ingram, Kyle Filipowski, and Paulo Banchero on the liftoff die cut. Speaking of liftoff die cuts, 275, Anthony Edwards, Lauri Markkanen, LeBron James, Jonathan Mogba, Lauri Markkanen again, Magic Johnson, Jonathan Kuminga, Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, Cam Spencer, Pat Ewing, Alex Sarr, Jalen Tyson, and John Collins. To 60, Kyle Filipowski, DeMontis Sabonis, Franz Wagner, Victor Wembanyama, Kaishan George, Jason Tatum, Karl Towns, Julius Randle, Jaden Ivey, and Donovan Mitchell. 250. Stephon Castle, Bub Carrington, Alex Sarr, Matas Buzelis, LaMelo Ball, John Stockton, Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Draymond Green, Khalil Ware, Donovan Clingan, Donovan Mitchell, and Bronny James. Our hits 225. Stephon Castle, Anthony Davis, Tristan Da Silva on the auto, Shaq Diesel, Charles Barkley, Khalil Ware, and Jason Tatum. Our Galactics, Jaden Ivey, Dennis Rodman, Kyle Filipowski, Revolutionary of Alex Sarr, our Kaboomskis, Bonnie James Jr., Rob Dillingham, and Tremichius Ja Morant. And our shortest numbered hits of the break to 10, Kyle Kuzma, and a Stephon Castle Rookie Revolution to 10. 10 out of 10 on the lava hit. So there we go. That's our break. Appreciate you all for joining us. We're going to wrap it up for the night. See you guys mañana. And everybody have a good evening. Peace.